Hey guys, it's Tinker Tailor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. Today we have Koffing, who is a poison type Pokemon. It's also described as a gas type Pokemon. And to me it kind of looks like, you know those underwater mines? I think they're called naval mines. I think they might be in Finding Nemo at some point, but the big mines that are floating in the ocean, I say floating, but they're like held with a chain, but they kind of float up. It kind of looks like a little bit like that sort of shape, but it is purple, and it's got like a little dopey look on its face. It's got a sort of, it's a very loose skull and crossbone. I was gonna say like a logo, but not quite like a logo, just like a thing on it. Yeah, that looks like a little skull and crossbones. And then yeah, it kind of shoots out gas a little bit from the little nubbin things that come off the mine. I mean, it's not a mine, it just looks like that to me. But yeah, having a look at that, it kind of made me think of like I like an old factory, but I've done so many old factories that I was like, well, why don't I try something a bit different, a bit new? Like, because there are other things that also spew out toxic fumes that are probably not great for breathing or the environment or anything like that. And so yeah, I decided, why not build like an old garage for, you know, these really old cars and really run down cars and cars that aren't, I mean, cars in general are not great for the environment, but these ones especially. So I ended up building a little bit of a little car garage type thing. And with the restoration workshop that came out quite recently, this really did help out, because I didn't have to worry about, you know, how am I going to make it look like a garage. It really fit in, it really looked good, and I'm really happy that they did that. I think it's really, I don't know, like, there's so many things that I want to build in this game that aren't actually useful for the game, but to do that I kind of need to go get CC. And even then, sometimes the CC doesn't exist, so I kind of have to make things out of other things. Like, for example, the, I don't know what it's called, but the thing where you drive the car onto it and it lifts it up so you can work on the car. I kind of had to make that myself. I do realize that those machines have tracks for the car to drive onto, and then they lift it up and you can still see the underside of the car. And what I've used, you can't see the underside at all. But we're using imagination, I'm gonna say. Just a little bit of imagination. Because, yeah, I don't know how many other items in this game. I mean, I could grab out, like, the railroad tracks and shrink them down. There's plenty of things I could have done, and I probably should have done them instead of this thing that you kind of traps it a little bit. But, you know, I'm not a mechanic. I didn't think that far ahead. And I was just having fun with it, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, if you're ever going to build like a car garage type thing, I definitely recommend using something completely different to what I used. But I have used this item before. It's from Eco Lifestyle. It's actually, if you're in the mine lot, the quarry lot in the Eco Lifestyle world, there's like a bridge, not a bridge, like a ramp, I guess, made of those items, of the yellow items, and the bit I used is one that's actually flat, because there is another similar one that's angled, and yeah, for some reason I did use that in a previous build, but I found the flat one this time. And from looking at the build, I think it actually disappeared, so I don't think you can see it anymore, and I don't know why I didn't realize that until just now. So now there's a floating car, which makes no sense. Why would the car be floating? I don't know. Well, maybe it's held up by hopes and dreams, which I feel like some places are definitely held up by hopes and dreams, and apparently this one is one of them. Or this is a mechanic place owned by a spellcaster, maybe? I don't know. It's really kind of, yeah, whatever you want it to be. It's not a useful lot. I don't even think you can technically get into the lot because of where I placed all the items. Technically, I think you'd be able to get into this little room that I'm creating now, but it's not a very functional build. This is one of the builds where, yeah, functionality was not a main priority of mine, but it's also one of those builds where I doubt people are going to be able to really use it. So, yeah, I don't know. I've also just realised, yeah, looking at the short that I made for this build, you can 100% see that the car is just floating. Okay, clearly I need to pay a little bit more attention to my builds, but that's okay. We're having fun with it. You know what? This build is a toxic build that doesn't make sense for the environment. So you know what? Let's make the whole build not make sense. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no. This is what happens when you build 3 builds every stream. Sometimes even 4. Yeah, you tend to make a few little mistakes here or there. Things disappear, and you don't really notice. So yeah, I do apologize for completely missing that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a fun little build that I wanted to get in and get done and kind of mess around with, and I don't know. It's definitely interesting for sure. So yeah, let me know. Would you ever use a build like this? I highly doubt it. I really do doubt it. But if you have any uses or ideas for how to use it, I would love to know, because I do love building just stuff that makes me happy. I like to build for me and whatnot. But I also do like to build for you guys to make things useful. I have built some builds that are completely useless in my mind, but people have said that they have used them for I don't really know what, but like just for in their games and whatnot, or in legacy challenges and stuff like that. And I think that's really cool that, yeah, like it's to me it's a useless lot. I don't know how you could even possibly use this, but you know, you guys find a way, and I love that. I love that, yeah, I can build these weird and wacky builds, and it somehow makes sense to you guys, and you can somehow figure something out from it. So yeah, definitely let me know down below if you could use this build, how you would use it, because yeah, again, I'm not really sure how I would use it. I don't think I would. Then again, I don't really do gameplay yet. I say yet because there's a tiny little inkling of an itch there, and maybe one day, but I do have to finish this series first, which is a huge series. It's a massive undertaking, and I just don't know if I'll ever finish it. It's a lot for sure, but I'm keen. I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna get it done. I mean, I'm already like a week and a half ahead, which is, in the grand scheme of things, not a lot, but for somebody who's got jury duty soon, I definitely need to get ahead a lot. So I'm actually pre-recording tomorrow's build right after this one, because I kind of, need to get both builds done and dusted to try and get a bunch of things out of the way. I'm actually going to where the court is tomorrow, even though it doesn't start for a little bit longer, just so I know where I'm going and so I'm not late. I've been to the area before, I just don't know where. I think I may have actually been to this court before, not for any, like, I didn't have to go to a court case or anything, I just was visiting, and yeah, I think I need to just double check where I'm going, make sure I know what time I need to get up and leave, and all that sort of jazz, because yeah, like I said, don't want to be late, don't want to cause any issues. But yeah, we're pretty much at the end here, so if you liked my rambling and all this build, make sure to subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.